Hello, and welcome to the We Recommend podcast, a movie podcast where every week we recommend a movie for you to watch and then come back here and listen to us discuss. I'm Jesse.
I'm Jason.
A psychotic drowns where the mystic swims. You're drowning. I'm swimming. Because this week we recommend Mandy.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. What'd you think?
I just have one question.
Yeah.
What?
What? It's just like what if a movie was LSD?
Yeah, it was nuts. I kind of liked it.
Yeah. Oh,
It
man.
was dark and gritty and squishy and gross and like
Kind of dreamlike, hallucinatory-esque movie. Well, especially the second half. The second half, just like, hey, I'm off the rails,
the
by the
second
way.
half rules.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird. Because one of my questions I had for you is like, do you think the second half is as successful as the first half? Because to me, the first half, I'm like, I know exactly what we're doing here. I get it. It's like a weird, dreamlike movie. And then she burns. And then it's like, hey, metal. Right? It's like in the second half, every shot of the movie is a metal band's album cover, right?
Yes.
It's wild. It really feels like, what's that show that was on Adult Swim?
Metalocalypse?
Yeah. Right? Like some of the environments, when they go there, I'm like, is that like something that would be on that show? Because it kind of feels like it a little bit.
Yeah, or Mad Max Fury Road or
Yeah.
something.
And there is a one point where he's on the ATV,
Yeah.
right? And it like slows down and then like zooms up. I'm like, fuck, that's what they did like all during Fury Road.
Yeah.
It's directed by Panos Cosmatos. I hate if I said that wrong. He did a movie that I've been really, 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 really wanting to watch called like Beyond the Serpent Rainbow, I believe.
That sounds crazy. I love it.
I actually think I got that title wrong. Let me make sure I get it right. Beyond the Black Rainbow. I don't know where I got serpent at, but
Either way, they both sound pretty cool.
Should have added that in, even more metal. But
Beyond the Black Snake Moan.
yeah. So like, do you like the slow mind bending films like this? Like, does it? Like, how did you watch it? Was it just like early in the morning or this morning, or did you watch it like high or drunk or something?
No, I was completely sober, and I did like it. Like, I dropped the kids off from school. I was like, oh, let's check this movie out. I had to watch it on my phone because
oh, that fucking sucks.
Somebody signed out of my Amazon account on the TV.
Oh,
but whatever.
It's also on like Hulu and Disney Plus, I think, actually.
Oh, I don't know. I looked. When I Googled it, it just said,
oh, okay.
AMC Plus.
Yeah. Because I really like these. I don't know. Like, it's weird doing Predator and then doing a movie like this, both having Bill Duke in it, which is hilarious, how that works out.
Yeah.
But it's like this machismo, crazy action movie of like animalisticness by the end of it, where it's like two animals just fighting each other to see who's the best animal. And it's not too far from what this movie ends up turning into.
Yeah.
Where like Nick Cage's character becomes just kind of he's a tiger or a lion, just like
the tiger
on the
shirt.
hunt. Yeah. And it's like,
Tigers, there's Lizzie.
Yeah. And I do have a fun fact about that. So apparently the Lizzie was supposed to be just like a big lizard, like a giant lizard.
Like a Komodo dragon or something?
So they didn't specify on what lizard, but it was supposed to be pretty big. And then, shit, I'm blanking on that guy's name, but the guy who plays the chemist, he shows up to set and the director is like, oh, by the way, it's not a lizard anymore. It's a tiger. And he's like, huh?
But we're not changing the name.
Yeah, it's still Lizzie. I think Lizzie's actually you think it's a better name for a tiger or for a lizard?
I mean, it's kind of on the nose for a lizard.
Yeah.
But I like it. I mean, I guess the
Oh my
tiger's name could have
God.
been Elizabeth.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah. Lizzie's a hilarious name for a lizard. That's good. I didn't even think about that. I would like if the original idea was just like, it was just going to be a little salamander or something. It's like, and because everybody's like high on LSD, it's like this magical thing to them. I let this salamander go. but then it's not. It
They
used to be
are.
funny.
I understand that they're on LSD, but it's also kind of like
Their brains are fried.
their brains are just fried.
That's what it seems like.
But there is like a sense of supernatural.
Yeah, it's
definitely. Even because the one dude just gets shot in the neck.
Yeah,
and then he pulls it out of himself. Doesn't even move.
Like that's kind of one of my questions I had is like, is anything in this movie real? Or because the first half of the movie seems pretty normal. Right? Just like everybody, it's just like slow motion-y, you know, or it's like very slow and
until he brings out the ocarina of death.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh wait, is this real or is this not real? Like it's because like you're with them and they're all, you can see in their eyeballs that they're high out of like their minds. Because that's which is something I absolutely love in this movie is the use of people's eyes. Versus like, let's say whenever they're about to burn Mandy, but they're beforehand they're talking to Nicolas Cage, all their eyes are so big and black because they're obviously high as fuck.
Yeah.
But then you have Nick Cage who kind of has like those bluish looking eyes, and he's like, oh whoa, he seems normal. They seem like psychopaths, and they are. Yes. It was just like a great use of something so small, but tells a lot in the story.
Yeah, man. Eye stuff is gross.
Yeah.
They do a lot of it.
So are wasps.
That was like a murder hornet. What the fuck was that thing?
I don't know. That was a scary
bathing it in LSD.
And guess what? It's not CGI and it looks great. Isn't that fun? This movie just looks great. Like $6 million budget. And did anything look bad?
I mean,
everything looked pretty. I mean, for $6 million, this movie is fantastic.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
And it made like 1 million in theaters. So
wow.
But it's also a small indie movie, so that's how that works. What did you think? I don't even think I finished saying anything. Is anything in this movie real? So like with the demon bikers, right?
Yeah.
You could say they're either just demons, right? They have like squishy voices, weird.
Like demons.
Or they've done so much drugs and mutilated their own bodies that they just sound and look like that, which part of me also kind of thinks that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like, I think
could be.
I don't know. That's what's so fun about this movie. It's like, is this anything real or is everybody just high off their minds and they just like went insane? Like these bikers just went insane?
It kind of seems that way.
Rapey knife penis thing.
Yes, the blade penis.
Poor old man.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
How does he even walk around?
It reminds me of which is why I wanted to do Zodiac next, because it made me think of David Fincher in the movie Seven. That was
going to be my double feature.
Yeah. Stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned. So what do you think of Nick Cage's performance?
He's classic Nick Cage, I guess, right? But like turned it up to 11.
Yeah. There's a couple points in this movie where I was like, this is a fantastic, like real performance, but also with like that mindset of Nick Cage, like, is not afraid to overdo it, which is nice.
Which is great because everything seems overdone here.
And I think like the best part of like really seeing his performance is the bathroom scene, right? Where he fucking loses his shit.
Drinking, yeah.
And at first it's kind of like, aha, this is Nick Cage. But then he sits on the toilet and he zooms in and is like, no, this actually might be a real performance here. Just because like you just see him kind of lose all hope of everything in that scene. Thanks to the Cheddar Goblin. But then you also have the scene where he talks to Bill Duke and he's kind of explaining that they burned her and stuff like that. And I was even though it's amped up, would we do any less? I could see myself drinking myself into the bathroom if I watched Natalie burn alive right in front of me.
That'd be tough.
Sleeping bag.
But how are we supposed to get a hold of Bill Duke to get the Reaper?
Which is just a crossbow. It's like a cool name for a crossbow, guys. Maybe name the axe the Reaper. That's true. We'll have to. I think he's dead, so it might be tough to find Bill Duke, but
we'll find him. We're gonna find you, Bill.
We'll find your grave. You just like on it. He has like in his grave. He's like smiling with the Reaper in his hands, like take me.
Yeah, it's just his bones surrounded by bullets and like belts of ammunition and crossbows.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Would you kiss the Cheddar Goblin?
I mean, if he tasted like cheddar, maybe.
Yeah. What do you think the point of the Cheddar Goblin is in this movie?
I don't know.
So I did end up finding, because I was looking like really hard. I was like, what the hell is the point of the Cheddar Goblin, except for being like one of the best things. Also directed, that scene was made by the guy who did Too Many Cooks. He also worked on Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell with Henry Zebrowski. But yeah, Too Many Cooks, like one of the best things ever put to on this earth. You've never seen Too Many Cooks? Man, maybe we should watch it after this.
I guess maybe that was like his transformation into a killing machine. Like maybe he's becoming the Cheddar Goblin.
Well, so the director said via MovieWeb, I wanted it to be a moment where the horror and the absurdity of the universe slaps him in the face at exactly the wrong time. So like you come in and you just saw your wife burn to death, and then you come into this absurd, insane thing trying to sell you macaroni and cheese. And it's like, what the fuck is the point of any of this? I want to murder and be vengeful. Yes. So I was like, oh, that makes sense. It's just like, did it hurt the movie by being so silly and kind of the best part of the whole movie?
No, I don't think so. I think it was awesome.
It fit perfectly in the world.
Yeah. Nothing's, even that show that he and Mandy were watching.
Yeah.
That like sci-fi show.
It's a real movie, apparently.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Like that fit pretty
it's just like,
too.
Yeah, these knuckleheads would be watching this at night. Just like, yeah, we could have watched something normal, but we decided to do this. So in a 2018 UK Guardian interview, Nicolas Cage described his performance inspiration. Only just before shooting started, his 14-year marriage to Alice Kim Cage came to a sudden end, which was a shocker for him. He didn't see it coming, and those feelings had to go somewhere, so they went into his performance.
Nice.
And I'm like, yeah, when you lose someone, you kind of do go a little insane, especially for boys. I was like, we're single, but all we want is the person that we lost. No! Scream in my bathroom and drink a bottle of booze. Yes. Richard Brake, that's the chemist. That's who was like,
cut.
Yeah. He's in a lot of, usually when he's in Barbarian.
Nice.
The movie.
He's the guy.
He's the barbarian inside the little
bunker or whatever,
rape den or whatever he has. And I think he's also in a lot of Rob Zombie movies, I believe. So he's kind of like he's one of those people that shows up. You're like, oh shit, what are we gonna do with this guy? We got to watch this guy constantly. He's about to do something wrong. So according to co-writer Aaron Stewart when he and the director presented Mandy at the Cannes Film Festival, the director described it as a film about the death of his parents. Don't know where that's at in there, except for just like it's definitely probably a movie more about love and loss than what I actually took out of the movie. I think probably like the thin line between like love and anger when you lose it. It's like sadness and anger, I guess, after a death or something like that.
Like
I'm assuming
grief, just
the 7 stages of it. If he killed 7 people, I'd be like, oh, this is a movie about 7 stages of grief, but it's not. So there are several similarities between Jeremiah Sand and a real-life cult leader, Charles Manson. No. Like Sand, Manson was a failed musician who reportedly took it very personally when his musicianship was insulted, enough to stab some people in a house, apparently. Damn. Sands refers to his victims as pigs, as did Manson and his followers. Psychedelic drugs were also used before acts of violence. Let's see. And so the song Jeremiah Sand plays in the scene where he tries to seduce Mandy is called Amulet of the Weeping Maze and was actually released in real life on the music site Bandcamp, becoming a bestseller on the site shortly after the film came out. Also on the single is a 17-minute track in the style of an interview called My Journey, which details Sand's life and his views of the world of God. I should have listened to that before that, but I didn't have time. That'd have been great.
That sounds nuts.
So though the use of either contacts or CGI, Mandy's right iris is darker and enlarged in several scenes, whereas Jeremiah's left eye has the same treatment in some scenes. No, not only does this serve to make both of them look more ethereal and a bit off, it's relying on the subconscious symbolism of the eyes as windows to the soul. The right side has long been associated with righteousness, the left side with the more sinister forces. So she's more righteous, he has more sinister forces.
Okay.
And that's probably why he's like, I needed her to complete me.
I guess watching it on the phone, I couldn't really see the
detail. Eyes and stuff like that. Yeah. Luckily, I sit like real close to my TV. Towards the end of the film, Red tells the cult leader that the psychotic drowns where the mystic swims. This is a variation of a quote by mythologist Joseph Campbell, He quotes, "The psychotic drowns in the same waters in which the mystic swims with delight." It means that there's a fine line between psychosis and spirituality. Oh my God, I'm losing the ability to talk.
Yeah, I feel like that line has been muddled a little bit.
Yeah, right. And Brother Swan shows Red a blade he will pierce his side with as he is tied up and tells him, "Take a good look, you piece of human excrement. This is a tainted blade of the Pale Knight straight from the abyssal lair." This is a reference to Dungeons and Dragons, fantasy role-playing game. Pale Knight is the mother of demons and abyssal lord. And
Oh
there's a little
shit! So
Dungeons and
they're
Dragons in
also
this.
nerds.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Or at least the director and writers
He's like,
are.
I got this at the Renaissance Fair, and it's totally sick. Stab, stab.
Yeah. And like I guess I don't know if you missed it, but since you were watching on your phone, his favorite shirt, the 44 shirt, I'm assuming that's his favorite shirt because that's
he gets all
yeah.
mad about
You
it.
ripped my favorite shirt. But I'm assuming that's the same shirt that he wore like while meeting Mandy for the first time at that rock concert. So that's probably why he wore it after she died. It's like, I'm gonna kill everybody with my favorite shirt. But yeah, that's all the facts I got. Fucking fantastic ass movie. Love it. Which we will get into right now. But before, I want you to tell us, what is the point of this movie? People at home, you got to have some sort of opinion on it. And if you message us, we will say it on the podcast. You can click the link in the description if you want to text us from your phone, or go to the very bottom where we have our email. We recommend mailbag@gmail.com. Just like put it in like the damn Gmail shit or whatever and send that stuff. And I will tell you what I think the point is. It's I wrote like 4 paragraphs about it. So can't wait to go on a rant about it. Cool. So stay tuned to the end of the podcast to hear what I think the point of the movie is and Jason's point of the movie is. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get into it. Mandy, 2018, baby. Woo! Everything seems so much
wild time.
It's like, yeah, everything seems so much better back then. Don't you think? So the film begins with a bizarre text which reads, "When I die, bury me deep, lay 2 speakers at my feet, wrap some speakers around my head, and rock and roll me."
Yes. Nice.
Actually, dude, that'd be pretty
awesome.
fucking sick. It's like, hell yeah. So it then opens on a scene with a lumberjack named Red Miller, Nicolas Cage, working in the forest before leaving in a helicopter refusing a beer. It then turns to show his wife, Mandy, sketching predatory animals fused with herself and smoking marijuana, baby. Hell yes.
Yeah, I really like the art that she makes. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I know. It honestly seems like something that you would like, I don't know, if you went to like a little fair or something.
Oh yeah.
Like this is like, like small town, like you have it in your town square where they're just having like, a whole festival that day or something. And you go there and there's like, hey, yeah, the weird chicks here with their cool drawings. Let's go over there. Seems very much like
the
what it
dark
would be.
tent.
Yeah. And then we get something shown on the screen, the Shadow Mountains, 1983 AD. Red returns home to Mandy and talk about planets. Her favorite is Jupiter because of a raging storm that never ends. And his is Saturn, probably. Or Galactus.
Oh, I love it when he walks in and tells her the knock-knock joke.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah, I did have that. Knock, knock. Who's there? Eric Estrada. Eric Estrada from
Chips.
Eric Estrada who? From Chips. It's actually a fucking good joke.
What? What? How is it a good joke?
Because
it makes no sense.
Because it's not a joke. The joke is there's no joke. It's just like, who am I? I'm just Eric Estrada from Chips.
Okay.
At your door.
All right.
It's like an anti-joke. It's like there is no punchline. It's just the punchline is that it would just be wild if Eric Estrada was
I
there.
feel like Nicolas Cage is like, I'm not gonna do this unless you let me tell my joke.
Yeah. And what do you think of how they have like their bed set up? Where like it's nothing but just like windows like all around it, like to the sides and front and above. So it's just like they're in like where you can just see all of nature. Creeps me out. Would hate it.
Yeah, it's not fun to think about.
Yeah. And then like,
anybody could just watch you sleep.
Yeah. And then it's also gonna really suck when the sun comes out.
Yeah.
It's like, God, it's so hot and bright. It's a great alarm clock.
I guess.
Be like, oh, it's sunny outside. Time to get up.
can't lay in bed and roast.
Yeah. So Mandy and Red are then shown in a montage that shows them in a beautiful lake on a boat and then looking at each other through fire, looking at each other as if they know something terrible awaits them. I love how it kind of cuts to like these beautiful mountains on this lake, and it's like
Mm.
it's kind of got like the stars where there's no light pollution. It's just like beautiful, and then it just transitions to daytime, and it also looks kind of fake and beautiful. And they're just kind of on a boat.
I
And
don't.
then this is where you see like the one crazy eye that she has, or like smaller eye versus her bigger eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never know what is real at any given moment in
Yeah.
this.
Well, this is real. Now, whether it look that beautiful, I don't know. But yeah, so like this is obviously just like them just hanging out on a lake. But because of the way it's filmed, it's like, are we sure this is real? But I feel like when there's kind of like at this point, it's like how it's like, oh, she's kind of more in tune with nature. You know, like we see that she finds a fawn a little bit later and it's like dead. She's almost kind of like a pagan
Yeah.
almost. So it's like nature's beautiful and special. And she thinks about space and animals. She draws herself as an animal or like what she thinks like type of animals they might be. So
Hell
it's
yeah.
very like, woo. It's like we just got long dresses and we're spinning around in the forest.
breastfeeding unicorns.
And so I think that's kind of where we're at here. And then the fire is between them and they look at each other
The
like something bad is
fire.
about to happen. So Mandy then wanders into the woods and finds a dead fawn, symbolizing the death of innocence. Cut to
Aw.
Red telling Mandy he thinks they should move for some reason. Then Mandy tells Red of a time in which she was younger and almost peer pressured into killing a starling.
Yeah,
Her
that
dad
was
wanted to show her
depressing.
and some friend how to kill baby starlings with a crowbar. Each kid takes a turn killing a starling. Thanks, Dad. Fun afternoon with my friends.
He's like, I love it. Or she's like, they hit him so hard that it buried him in the ground.
Yeah, it's like, well, I don't even think you needed to show anybody how to kill a tiny baby. I think it's animal. I think it's pretty easy to think of how to do that. It's like, here, kids, let me show you something cool. And it's like, oh, what?
Jesus.
But she did not hit it. She refused because she's strong and independent and
scared of
powerful
her dad.
mentally. Yeah.
I would be too. That sucks.
Yeah. So then we cut to her reading a dark fantasy novel. Mandy begins to fear that something evil will happen to her. And then upon traveling a road, she passes a truck with passengers, Jeremiah Sand eyeing her mysteriously. Yee. It's like, hey, Mandy, if you see a car coming and you just already having bad feelings, duck into the woods real quick. Just real quick.
And the guy, is he just constantly on LSD? Is that why he can't ever get up, move, or do anything? I don't.
He's a narcissist.
I mean,
That's how.
Yeah, that seems legit.
I feel like he just doesn't feel like he has to do anything.
Yeah.
So
Doesn't even hold his head up.
yeah, he just kind of calls people to him. He's like, come here, do stuff. So then we get the title, Children of the New Dawn. Jeremiah becomes obsessed with Mandy and yells at his, they call her like, what's her fucking name? Shit.
Sister.
Well,
something.
the older lady is like Mother Marilyn, which I don't know if that's his actual mother or not, but it doesn't seem like it.
Oh, if it is, then and she's the most sensual of her. He's
He tells her how he needs Mandy. He's like, I don't think you fucking get it. I need Mandy. And then he like, there's this part where he tries to make like a demonic sounding voice. Cause he's like, you're not fucking listening to me. Type of like that. And it's like, what a fucking poser. Cringe, baby. Cringe.
Speaking in tongues.
It's like, I love it. Cause it's just like, you just immediately, like you're scared of him because everybody's following him.
Right.
But you're also not scared of him because you're like,
He's such a dweeb.
You're nothing. You're no one. You just think you're someone. Yeah, it's fun. He then tells his, like, guess right-hand man, Swan, to get Mandy. And then they touch the horn of Abraxas. I don't know. That's just there.
Yeah. I know I love it when he's handing it over.
And it's like glowing green.
So great. Yeah, the flashing green
Just
lights.
looks like a rock.
Yeah, well, it's the ocarina.
Yeah, it really is.
It's got like 2 little holes in it. I thought it was going to sound like that Aztec death whistle.
Yeah.
Have you heard that thing? It
Oh,
just sounds like
yes.
people screaming.
Yeah, it's crazy. I fucking love I remember watching that video and being like, "Ooh, don't
I would
like
shit
this."
myself.
I feel like you're summoning something with that.
Yeah.
And then man, you saying that it reminds you of the ocarina really is putting like a different perspective on this movie and the way that
It was an ocarina.
yeah. Like this guy obviously is
And he didn't even call it Pona.
yeah. I don't know. It's just now that I'm thinking about that game in this movie, I'm like, oh, there's kind of some similarities here.
Hell yeah.
That's kind of crazy. Huh. Well, he then it's like they're definitely nerds that wrote this movie and like that listen to metal music, played Ocarina of Time and likes Dungeons and Dragons, right?
Yes. Although it sounds I like those things too. Fuck. I mean, not as much metal music. I don't really care for metal music.
Yeah, but I mean, like Black Sabbath, Metallica type metal. No, like death metal.
Right.
Blah, 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 blah. So he then has Swan send in Lucy, who is going to have sex with, I guess. But yeah, and then I just put, he's just a loser, falls in love with every girl he sees, probably type of personality Jeremiah is.
Yeah. He red pilled himself.
And like one of his lines, if you are not with me, you will not ascend.
If
anyone ever says that, don't listen to him, by the way.
Kind of looks and sounds like John Malkovich.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like in that scene.
Like a young John Malkovich with hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Poor Lucy. Damn. So we see Mandy working at a convenience store talking to the older lady, Marlene, in the cult. She tells her where she lives, which is like, Mandy.
Jesus Christ, man.
Come on, girl. Stop drawing and think a little bit. Then I love it. There's the line. It's like, see you later. And it's like, no, this is why you never tell anybody where you live.
Where do you think they live? Like Oregon?
Yeah, I mean, it'd have to be somewhere.
Like Pacific Northwest.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Upper California maybe. But it definitely feels like Oregon or like wooded Washington or something like that. So Brother Swan blows into the horn of Abraxas, which calls up a team of satanic deformed bikers. Swan gives them a jug of gross-looking LSD, which they take and demand another sacrifice, stating, blood for blood.
Yeah, I thought he just gave him blood. I couldn't really see. It was weird.
No, that was like because we'll see the jar later, and it looks like gray
moldy
goo. Yeah.
I thought it was like moldy mayonnaise.
Yeah,
at first.
it definitely looks like it. Which we'll learn a little bit more when we meet Bill Duke. So, Brother Swan blows in. Oh, I already said that. The demonic gang appear in the woods with glowing red lights and like an SUV, an ATV, and a dirt bike. They then appear in the house. Oh, yeah. This is, we're cutting back to Mandy and Red. They're sleeping in their little oven that they made for their bed. And so we kind of just cut to the forest where there's a red light, but then it like grows brighter, and then you see the demon bikers and the rest of the cult behind them, and it's like, fuck yeah. It's kind of why I like these like weird dreamlike hallucinatory movies, is because like you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Right? It's like because this movie is complete fantasy, like almost like a cosmic fantasy horror movie. It's like anything can happen.
Fuck yeah.
The lights can be in the middle of the woods and get a bit brighter. The lights can change. It doesn't matter, because that doesn't matter. It's we're trying to make a mood here instead of like telling a story in a more normal way.
We're trying to induce people into psychopathy.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, and they appear in the woods behind in front of red glowing lights. Then they appear in the house where the lights kind of strobing on them a little bit.
Damn, that was fucking
And it's like,
wild.
they're so crazy they make lights weird.
It's just the guy in the back flipping the switch.
Yeah. I'm doing the best I can, right? You're doing great, man.
They're very supportive. People.
Yeah. We gotta get to like find some old people and do weird stuff to them. Yes. Man, making my dog upset over here.
Oh, sorry, Snake.
And then like they attack Red and Mandy. They throw them on the ground, and Red and Mandy are lay on the ground staring at each other until Red is knocked out. And it's just like kind of a terrifying scene, even in this weird dreamlike state. It's like, damn, is there anything more nightmare inducing?
Yeah.
Then it's like you getting knocked out, and it's like, what are they gonna do with my wife?
Why aren't they screaming like crazy whenever they wake up and then they put the bag over Mandy's head? Like, why isn't anyone yelling?
Right. It's like, because they're I don't know.
Maybe they're
Confusion?
just
They're just like, what the fuck is happening? They're probably also high on
they just
weed.
had their shit wrecked.
Yeah. We see a heavyset person being taken by the demons also because she kind of looks over Nick Cage, and there's this one
Some
person that was
guy.
the one person that was with them that's like heavyset that I guess Jeremiah didn't like. I don't know why
He's like the DoorDash guy.
He essentially is just kept around to be a sacrifice for the demons because I guess that's how they pay. They pay in
blood.
gunky LSD and people. So Mandy is kidnapped by Sans apostles and Marlene among them, where they drug Mandy and Marlene. They drug Mandy and Marlene stings her in the throat with a giant wasp, calling it the cherry on top. Lucy says it's all a beautiful dream.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, that
And like when they drop the acid into her eyeball,
yeah.
You can hear it like sizzle. God.
And it's kind of the same thing with the LSD a little later in the movie that Nick Cage does. Like you can hear the LSD kind of sizzling.
Oh,
it's like, I don't know what that means, but it's
they
like
made it with
battery acid in
acid.
it. But yeah, and they would struggle so hard trying to drug me through my eyes because I'm very
You just flinch a lot.
well, like I can like I don't have an eye thing, but when I try to put eye drops in, it's so frustrating to do. Now I don't know why, because like I could touch my eye with my own hand and it doesn't really bother me, but as soon as I look up and something's put in front of my face like that, I'm like
I know
twitching out. It's so
couldn't
weird.
even put contacts in my eyes. Like I could, but it was very difficult.
Yeah, it's like that would be the problem with me in contacts is like I'd be fine putting them in, but if I ever had to like drop some water because they're like drying out, like me no likey that. So a delirious Mandy is brought before Sand and his acolytes just chilling on a couch. Sand puts a song on that he made. It's like, hey, do you like the Carpenters? Well, this is fucking better. It's like, it is in the 80s, so I guess that was popular then. Sand explains that he was a failed musician who found God and founded a religious cult for exposing himself to her. She then asks if he made the song and if it's about him, to which she laughs hysterically, enraging Sand into believing that he's being rejected. Probably my favorite scene in the whole movie.
Yeah.
This scene fucking goes. This because the actor who plays Jeremiah is a fantastic cult leader guy. He crushes. And it's just, I don't know. I like to hear him talk. I was like, yeah, I might join this cult. I don't know.
No fucking way. This is crazy.
But I love it when he kind of like bends down and gets face to face with Mandy. And then as he's like going on ranting about nonsense, essentially, like her face kind of starts forming on his face because they kind of look very similar, weirdly. And I wonder if they did that on purpose. But like it keeps kind of flashing in and out but the dissolve is so slowly dissolve into her face and out of her face to where it's like, what the fuck? Why does this look so much? Why is this working and me not even, because you kind of watching, you're not even realizing it's happening. And then all of a sudden you're like, I'm looking at Mandy. When did that happen? It's just fantastic. It was great. And then I put in my notes. Narcissist thinks God told him he should have everything. Big surprise.
Yeah, I love his whole story of how he found God was like he was crying a lot.
Yeah.
Because his music sucked. And then God, like somebody kissed him on the mouth. And then
he probably just kissed himself in the mirror. That's probably all he did.
One of those really dirty guys that they deal with, the demons.
Thing is, song kind of not too bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
I was like, damn. Somebody give him a record. Give everybody a record deal. All right, guys. Like, how many people do we have to?
If only YouTube would have been around back then.
For real, yeah. He'd be like, people love my music. Or like people would be joining his cult throughout all across the land, probably. Because turns out that happens. We have plenty of documentaries about it.
Oh, Jesus.
What's like that one is like a relationship thing.
Oh, yeah. Twin Flames?
Yeah. Versus like, they just started a cult online. How fucking insane is that?
That's so crazy.
See, that's back in the day, people who want to start cults had to get some dirt in their fingernails.
You had to really
try.
Put in the work.
Yeah.
You just make a video.
Fucking lazy ass cult members these days. Jesus Christ. Oops, sorry. So we see Red tied up with barbed wire. We see Sand crying and asking what to do in the mirror. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Then he calms himself.
Tell me what to do.
Don't ever doubt yourself. Because he's like asking God for like what to do. And it's like, but then he's like, oh, he's speaking to me. But it's like, it's just fucking you.
Yeah.
It's just you. Ugh. So Sand brings Lucy before Red.
That's what I think when people say that that God talks to them. I mean, that's what I think.
Yeah.
If they're just hearing themselves in their head.
Yeah, because I believe, like, whenever I used to go to church a lot, there is a line in the Bible that said, like, and it's tough because, you know, there kind of is a lot of contradictions in that thing. And I can't remember if it's Old Testament or New Testament. So, yeah, you know, we're supposed to kind of disregard the Old Testament and the New Testament or not, or something like that. So I don't remember which one it is, but I do remember there's, unless I'm just like making this up, but I'm pretty sure there's like a line where it's just like, you know, they're like, heaven and hell aren't supposed to interfere, which is why I'm always like confused when people are like, oh, it's the devil, or it's like, oh, God's like gracing you. And then I'm like, I'm pretty sure like there's a part in the Bible that says like that doesn't happen or it's not supposed to. So then it's like, what are y'all talking about?
Yeah, there's a lot of wild shit in that thing.
I should have looked it up before this because that's kind of what I was thinking during every time he kind of brought that up. I was like, especially the mirror scene, I was like, I'm pretty sure he's not allowed to. It's not supposed to be one of those things where they don't interfere. It's just like, I made you do what y'all want to do. Yeah, right. I don't know. So yeah, Sand brings Lucy before Red. He seeks to demonstrate Lucy's love for Sand by forcing her to shoot herself in the temple, but only one bullet was put in the gun. It's a very Russian roulette situation. And he's like, you see, she did it. I was like, well, yeah, you only put one bullet in the gun. I mean, the odds are. And everybody's pupils are so large in this. It's crazy. It's amazing.
Well, I was looking at watching her do that. Do you think, was she really kind of in on this thing, or she's more like she's just forced to do it? And she's
brainwashed. She's just brainwashed and on drugs at that moment. And I think when she heard the click of the gun for just a split second, she's like, what the fuck am I doing?
Thank God.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I can't believe I just really did that. So Red says for her to...
I need to think about my life.
Yeah. Red's like, stop, don't do it. She pulls the trigger, nothing happens. Swan then comes and presents Red with a blade. Sand compares himself to Jesus and calls Red a soulless pig before stabbing him with a blade. Ugh.
He stabbed him pretty deep.
Yeah, I was like...
Surprised he got up and walked away from that.
And of course they did it like the same side that like Jesus was stabbed on the cross.
Supposedly.
Hey, there's a painting.
I've seen it.
Mandy is then dragged out in a bag, hung by a tree. This scene reminds me of Jason X. I don't know if you ever saw it.
Where he slams the bag or the sleeping bag.
Yeah, like the robot girls in a sleeping bag or something. It's fucking crazy. So she's hung by a tree and then burned to death before Red, kind of like a witch. What was his fucking name? Crap. Swan. He has a line, the darker the horror, the brighter the flame.
God, they love fire.
Yeah, they also love
Beavis was there.
Yeah.
Fire.
Sand, stop it. This is so lame.
Cool.
Cool. I knew Beavis and Butthead would have ended the conversation somewhere. You could see Beavis and Butthead like watching this type of music video on in one of their episodes.
Yeah.
It's be like metal.
The Beavis turning into Cornholio and like having a cult following.
Yeah.
I think they may have explored that.
That actually might have been. Yeah. That actually reminds me of something. And then like, because he puts it like DP for my bunghole, and then like everybody does the same thing. That actually might be an episode. Yeah. If it is, let us know out there. We're not going to look it up. You have to tell us. So the cult leaves without saying anything. Red pulls himself free from the bonds. Ouch.
Yeah.
And mourns over Mandy's ashes.
Which kind of crumble in a weird way.
Yeah.
You know, if that fire would have had to been 1,200 degrees at least.
Yeah.
Like that's where you start burning human bodies.
That's how you get the bones.
Bones wouldn't just break apart. Like, what is real?
Well, he did say the darker the horror, the brighter.
What do you
the
think
flame.
That blade was tainted with? Was it LSD? You think? Probably. They put that shit on everything there.
Honestly, probably nothing.
But yeah, maybe. Just evil. He said it was tainted. Maybe he just rubbed it on his taint.
Yeah. Hell yeah, Jason. Good joke. Fucking good joke, baby. Put that in the Joke Hall of Fame. Which happens to be here, so congratulations. So a broken Red returns home and watches a bizarre trailer of a cheddar goblin. Yes. Everything tastes better with cheddar. Hell yeah. Love that little guy. Boy fucking rules. And if you watch how they made it, it's just there's literally just a guy with his arm in the head of the cheddar goblin spewing the cheddar out. Or the macaroni and cheese. It's great. Then he falls asleep and has an animated nightmare of Mandy decomposing before awakening and having an emotional breakdown in a bathroom where he drinks nearly an entire bottle of booze and screams and flip out the only way Nick Cage can. Time for revenge, baby.
I love that he's wearing whitey tighties.
Yeah.
That's great.
This little Bengal tiger shirt, which I'm pretty sure that's I'm pretty sure that's like a Princeton shirt.
I don't know.
Because I think that looks a lot like their shirts they have for their mascots for their teams. But that doesn't matter. So, but yeah, I love this little scene. It's like the bathroom. It's something else that kind of like trips me out about this movie is that all like the sets are like 70s style houses because it's filmed in like the 80s or it's set in the 80s. So, everybody's still living in like 70s houses in the 80s. And it's kind of trippy. So it's like while all this wacky stuff is happening, you have all these kind of like weird interiors and stuff, especially when we go to like the biker gangs like hideout or whatever. I'm like,
this is a really dirty
it's just
apartment.
like they're just in a 70s house. It's just like it's kind of bizarre, and that's what makes me feel like they're not demons. But yeah, it's
misunderstood.
It's just I fucking love the scene. It goes so hard. It's shot very well. The performance is great. It's like wacky, but then also you kind of feel bad at the same time, and it's just like you want them to grab a giant chainsaw and go after some people. You want them to forge a giant axe to go after them. So
he's got a forge somehow.
It just seems like there are people that like to be outside doing hobbies. It's the 80s. Nice. We didn't have YouTube and video games like we
had
do
real
now.
Hobbies.
Yeah,
that's great.
So he goes to his friend's place in a camper looking for a crossbow called the Reaper, who tells Red that the satanic biker gang is called Black Skulls, who became deformed after taking some terrible LSD, which made them hideous. It's all done by Bill Duke. Nick Cage is great in this scene. And I guess, so Bill Duke kind of tells a story of like, yeah, people in the big rigs have been talking about how there's this biker gang going around and like just killing people and killing truckers and prostitutes and like leaving bodies on people's doors and stuff like that.
Sure.
That was before the LSD. And like, I guess they're getting their drugs from Richard, the chemist, from later, who did not like him. So he gave them bad LSD.
Yeah, they loved it.
And then it turned them into this, apparently.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
Fucking metal.
It's like, are you a demon? It's like, what's the difference between, like, let's say a real life demon versus someone whose mind is completely wiped and all they have is evil and vengeance and like darkness inside them. It's like, is there really a difference between the two?
Well, I think
except one can actually grab you.
Most demons don't have like recreational vehicles.
Yeah, sure.
Although they would, I think that would be smart.
Yeah.
But
it's just like whenever we think about like evil, we think about like Satan and devil and like demons and stuff. But then it's just like, well, evil is just some fucked up dudes on a motorcycle and an ATV and that decided to maybe potentially deform themselves, which is still a theory I'm on here.
I don't know. Just like they covered their faces with other human faces. Or
something. Or it's just like they just like, I actually just melted some plastic on my face and this is how I look.
Hell yeah.
Because it does look like they had a bunch of leather on and then they got in a fire and then it just like,
fused
to their body. Yeah.
God.
Ouchie. So Red forges an axe and heads after the biker gang. The title screen of Mandy spreads out on the screen like roots. Let's fucking go.
Fuck yes.
So Red chases after the biker gang, shooting one off his bike with a crossbow before ramming him into him with his like SUV or car. I mean,
how did he flip?
Well, that guy's like covered in like spikes and stuff. I don't know.
Still.
Well, I think it's it's like the otherworldly.
Yeah, I guess.
Being.
Man.
It's like, did he actually flip that hard or did he just like hit his head on the steering wheel potentially, and just like knocked himself out? So he falls unconscious from the collision that flipped his SUV. He has another animated nightmare of Mandy in water with red eyes. Red like vengeance.
Hell yeah.
And Red reawakens in the Black Skull's lair, his left hand nailed to the floor. Pretty good method of making sure no one leaves. Just nail their hand to the floor.
Man. That was awesome.
Yeah.
But this all kind of reminds me of like some kind of epic, like
Yeah.
guy going into the hell to
It's
save
like
the spirit of his. It's like Hercules.
Yeah.
Almost.
It's like a cosmic horror, I guess. I don't know if cosmic, but religious horror. I don't know. It's a Dante's Inferno or something. You got to go into hell to fight your way out of hell or something. Yeah. Never read that book, so I don't really know anything about it.
Either.
Yeah.
But I get the point.
Yeah, I get the idea. 7 layers of Harold. That's what we're talking about here. So he is sliced and beaten by a black skull guard before gaining the upper hand by beating him down with a pipe, sending him down a deep chasm nearby. What is it?
the
big
elevator shaft. Like, what did he say?
They're in a house. Where'd they get the elevator?
It also reminds me a lot of Fallout, like the game Fallout 4. But what does he say when he pulls the pipe down and hits her with it? Right when he kicks her, like when he's starting to escape, he says something really dumb.
You're a vicious snowflake.
A vicious snowflake.
Yeah.
What?
Because they're not as strong as they think they are.
Oh,
they're just.
Okay.
You're just an angry little snowflake, a murderous snowflake. That all it takes, because they think because they're built up to be like these demons and they're this demonic biker gang, and then all it takes is hitting them with a pipe and throwing them down a hole, and then they die.
Yeah,
that's all it takes.
Awesome.
It's not like they're actually, as like powerful as we're thinking they are. They're just people still.
Yeah,
which makes me think that like. They're not actual demons, Though the guy did have a crossbow on his neck, which we'll get to in a second. But it's like, you have a death wish. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
That was my favorite shirt. I love it. What a great line. I don't want to talk about that.
I know, like, what are we doing
here, Nicholas? What are you talking about? It's so good.
I know, it was, but it's so...
It's like, who would have thought that would be the reaction to that question? Well, it's because it's like,
it's funny.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's just I don't know. It's hard to explain because it's like, it's all the one-liners almost kind of lame. And I feel like that's the point.
They don't make any sense.
Yeah. Oh, you're a vicious snowflake. I fucking love it. So, Red arms himself with a box cutter and some body armor before investigating the place. He finds a dead elderly couple. Obviously, the victims of the biker gang. The old man has a bloody butt.
Yeah, what was that all about?
Knife penis guy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ay.
Woof.
He enters another room, seeing a black skull watching pornography and snorting cocaine.
He
has a blade for his penis.
He's scar-facing.
Yeah. He's like,
he's got a mountain of cocaine or something.
Yeah, but like all these demons just living in a 70s style house. It's kind of hilarious. With a giant pit to hell, I'm assuming, next to him. So a Red attacks this black skull and slits his throat with a box cutter. After a brief scuffle, the black skull's blood drenching into his face with Red laughing maniacally.
Holy shit.
So good.
It's just right in his mouth, too.
Yeah, and he's just like opens it up.
God.
It's great.
It was really
fucking
great.
Good. And the blood was red, not black, so they can't be demons. But then, like, he's attacked by another black skull who just enters the room with a shotgun and, like, shoots at Red. Red attacks him and snaps his neck. Smiles because he's getting caught up in the joy of the violence. Yeah. You ripped my shirt! You ripped my shirt!
Take his face off.
Yeah, face off. Oh, so good. Then he rewards himself by snorting some cocaine off a broken glass shard because metal.
Fucking rad, of course.
Then he grabs his axe that the demons thought was so cool enough to immediately hang up.
Yeah.
They're like, this fucking rules. We're hanging this up.
It's a gnarly axe.
So it makes me think they're just some like edgy ass like teenagers that just wanted to murder, so they did. And then as they became adults, got into LSD and then just became like, edgy, murderous demon biker people. And they're like, because they're still like, this is cool, let's hang it up. So yeah, and then he notices a jug of LSD the bikers have been drinking and takes a small taste of it out of curiosity. He immediately sees he immediately sees bizarre series of apocalyptic nightmares. Face melts off, sun exploding essentially.
He also kind of gets visions of the future.
Yeah.
Of the radio tower and shit.
So it's just like, It's like, what? And like, I don't know. Have you ever done LSD?
Yeah.
Have you?
It kicks ass.
Like, what is it? What does it do?
It makes you see crazy shit.
Like, all right. I do want to talk about this for a second. So like when you touch it, is it just like,
it's not immediate like that, unless that's what made me think this is super powerful LSD or something.
When you start seeing stuff, is it like in the space that you're in, or do you like let's say if you did LSD in this room, would the room disappear and it just start forming into something new, or?
No, you just like the walls start like melting and the patterns on the ceiling start forming into the different shapes. Oh man, it makes me really want to do it right now.
Yeah. So I guess let's compare it to like mushrooms, something I also never did. I'm assuming you've done?
Yeah.
So like when you do mushrooms, like what do you see?
It's kind of the same. I mean, it's
similar
stuff. I like mushrooms better because they just make you feel incredible.
Yeah.
If you take the right amount.
Yeah.
I've never taken like too much.
Gotcha.
So I mean, you see some stuff. Like when I was in the woods on LSD, I saw like something tunneling under the stuff that was on the ground, like the litter, like the leaves and shit. And I heard I was having like auditory hallucinations too. So my friend turned around with the flashlight, and I heard a car coming at me. So I thought he was a car, and I jumped out of the way. We're in the middle of the forest.
That's awesome.
It's just nuts.
So it's not like what happened in this movie.
I don't know. It seems like what they're taking is a lot of LSD.
Yeah.
I've never taken that much.
So have you seen Midsummer?
Yeah.
So like, let's say taking mushrooms, you know how like the flowers kind of pulsate and stuff? Is that kind of how
I'd say so.
it feels or looks?
Yeah, or like, what was that movie with Johnny Depp where they take a bunch of drugs?
Blow?
Oh, okay. Not the other one. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Not the cocaine one, the every other drug one.
Yeah, he's taking like mescaline and stuff like that. It's similar.
Gotcha. Yeah. Didn't see any lizards?
No, I didn't see any lizards.
Okay.
But everybody
I was just kind of curious.
Different.
I've never done it, and I always kind of like to, anytime someone says they took like a hallucinatory drug, I'm always like, what'd you see? How did it act like with you? Like somebody at work that did mushrooms, they're just like, well, it's kind of like when they said they did mushrooms, they're like, it feels like light or colors are emanating from things. Yeah, like whenever they did like their hallucinations, it's just like there was just like extra colors like flowing from things and things like that.
I'd say one of my strongest hallucinations was I went to go make a bowl of cereal and I was on mushrooms.
And you jumped in the cereal.
I opened the cabinet and a leprechaun handed me a bowl. Well, really, it was just me getting the bowl out, but it looked like there was a face with a hat, and he was just like handing me the bowl. And I was like, thank you.
Thank you. Have you always lived here? Please let me know. Damn, that makes me want to do mushrooms. So, that was Drug Talk with Jesse and Jason, where Jesse has never done any drugs, so he asked Jason the experiences. All right, so back to the movie. So, yeah, he sees apocalyptic nightmares before coming to his senses. Red exits the lair and kills the remaining Black Skull with his axe and Reaper. He shoots first the Black Skull with a Reaper like straight through the throat, and he just kind of pulls it out, and you can see Nick Cage's face like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because it didn't look real at first.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't look like it was like a human.
Yeah.
It was just like a body.
Which he is on LSD. Maybe he never even actually hit him. Maybe he just thought he hit him. The Black Skull states she's still burning, twitching, and Rage Red hacks him to pieces after setting him on fire.
Yeah, then lights a cigarette with his
Uses
head.
the head of the Black Skull to light a cigarette and stares into the camera.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go.
So wild.
So then Red approaches a nearby tower where he meets the chemist who had made the LSD, which to form the biker gang. The chemist has a pet tiger, which he frees from a cage after the chemist receives telepathic information, tells Red to head north to find Sand's lair. You exude a cosmic darkness. You see like black centipedes all around his feet and stuff like
that was
that.
crazy.
I love this scene.
Yeah,
Richard Brake nails it.
It's wild to me that he was just sticking his hands in the liquid.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, like, are those just like little, I've never done LSD. So he's obviously, those are like little LSD, little stickers that you put on your tongue. Yeah. And so he's just soaking it in LSD, I assume. And then he like licks his finger and then he starts hearing things and it's pretty fantastic.
I feel like he does it a lot.
And I think like
when he's hearing voices.
Yeah. And when you're watching kind of Red, can see him being like, oh, this guy's just fucking chill. Yeah. Because like, if you think about it, the chemist never did anything to hurt Red except for the actions that past actions that created the biker gang.
He reached for his like the
gun
the
at
sweet
first,
golden gun,
but it's like he telepathically was like, "No, he's not here." It's like I'm just gonna tell him.
Like he's the Oracle.
Yeah, he's like, he's not here to kill me. He's here to kill the cult. Yeah, and so he's like, and then he's getting his thoughts from something I don't know.
It's not from Nick. It's not from Red.
It's like the chemist is like, I'm hearing things. So he lets the tiger go, and then he's just like. Says a bunch of mumbo jumbo, which kind of fucking rules. And then he's like, what they did to your girl, it's terrible and awful and shouldn't have happened. And then it's just like, all right, they're up north, by the way. Let's kill them. So
maybe there is something to this.
Yeah, I know. And it's kind of the fun part of this movie. It's like, what's real? What's not real? It's like, was this guy just thinking he was hearing things, but really it was just hallucinations? And he's like, oh, yeah, they actually told me earlier they killed your wife. So, that's why I have this already in my head and thought it was shitty. So go kill them. They're that way. And then so Red rides off on the ATV. The environment starts to look like a wasteland, almost like Mad Max Fury Road. I literally put that in my notes.
He goes through the tunnel.
Yeah, everything is becoming a metal cover throughout the film. And it's kind of crazy because the whole movie is the first half of the movie is grounded, more realistic. Like, except for like small little things. And ever since the bathroom scene where he immediately got drunk on a giant bottle of liquor, now everything's kind of warping and changing. And it's like, we've come a long way since the bathroom scene. Then we see his ATV get stuck in mud and he has to walk. It's like, hey, just push it.
I know.
It's an ATV. I got him stuck plenty of times.
Like where he gets stuck is, I couldn't really see what he was stuck in.
I think some mud.
Maybe,
like
but there's also like cars sunk in the mud and shit.
Yeah, right so there. It's like, I don't really understand what's going on there.
It's like this quicksand or some shit.
It's like, is that just like a place where whenever they captured their victims, they just drove the car into this area? I don't know.
Oh, it's all really fucking cool.
Yeah. So we get another animated short where Mandy pulls a glowing green thing from a dead humanoid cat creature. Don't fucking know what that is.
Yes. I don't either.
Right?
And she's like staring at it like, oh.
And it's like pulling from like a wound on the side of the ribs, like almost how Nick Cage was stabbed. So it's like, is Nick Cage? And then later we'll see after credits, there's like a shot and it's just like some pictures. Like that was drawn by Mandy, and it has him as like he's like in front of a lion that's over on him. I'm like, is he supposed to be the cat in this?
Damn, that's nightmare? Cool. I didn't wait till after the credits.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was just, finishing some notes and let the credits play because I was like, oh, there's no sound. This is nice. And then I'm like, oh, I didn't know there was an after credit scene. So he wakes up from the night and is luckily right where he needs to be. The cult is just down a mountain. Like, well, that was lucky. So Red catches up with Lucy and Swan by putting spikes on the road. He kills Swan by impaling him through the mouth with the bladed handle of his axe. Yes. Hell yeah. Because he's like talking and then like in the middle of talking.
Slowly goes,
yeah. Got your ass. And I love it. It's like, oh, like, hey, oh, please don't hurt me. And headbutts him. He's like, ow. It's like, yeah. Now you're about to be the victim, bro. Hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, and the girl's just sitting there watching, like, shit.
Because she's like, what the fuck? And then
she didn't really do anything.
Yeah, and he kind of leaves Lucy, realizing she's probably just a puppet of sand and no real threat to him. And then Mexican music starts playing.
Yeah.
He's like, huh? And then he nears the lair of sand, a converted satanic church where he kills Sand's attacking apostles with his axe and a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Throws axe at Hanker, hitting him right in the head. Yes. It was pretty good. Yes. Little shithead.
The chainsaw
fight. He picks up a chainsaw, but the guy he's facing has a really long chainsaw. Yeah. They fight. And then it's pretty dope.
It was just awesome.
Apparently they had to film that whole scene in one night, and they said it was hellish to film that scene. Oh, apparently it was very hard to shoot and not fun. But Nick Cage gets knocked down, but he uses a giant chain to swing around the neck of one of the apostles, and then he falls on the chainsaw. It's like, dang it. How'd you know my weakness was metal chains around my neck?
Yeah, but he falls onto the chainsaw.
Yeah, and it rolls.
Yes.
That was the first image I saw of this movie, and it's the only thing I saw before I watched it. And it was guy with a really long chainsaw. Mm-hmm. And I was like, there, and then Nick Cage with the chainsaw, and I was like, chainsaw fight. I have to watch this movie.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, he enters a church with Marlene, who offers her services to him. Mm-hmm. First, he walks in. There's a red room with a giant cross. Then he takes a ladder down into a tunnel, and he goes in an area where there's a chair and lamp sit, and Marlene is there. Red instead decapitates her and taunts Jeremiah's Sand with their severed head because he like throws it in the room. He's like, ah!
Yeah, I know. He's such a little twerp.
Yeah.
I'll suck your dick,
man. Suck your dick. And it's kind of got pulsating pinkish red and purplish lights. So the whole movie then. But then Sand at first declares that he is protected by God and will not be hurt by Red. And then Red puts his hands on him and he's like, actually, no. And then some of the quotes like Jeremiah to Red after Red finds this underground lair, you're just meat without a soul, without a brain, without anything, animal. You have just no spirit everlasting, no radiant light. I possess the elucidations you will never know, Red. A psychotic drowns where the mystic swims. You're drowning. I'm swimming.
Okay.
Well, it's because he's like because he thinks he's like enlightened and he's like this leader and he's like with God, but instead he's drowning and he's like, I'm actually the smart one here and I'm swimming.
And I'm crushing your head.
Yeah. Red instead seizes him by the head. Sand screams and even offers him oral sex so that he will be saved, telling Sand, I'm your god now. Red crushes Sand's head into jelly before
his eyes pop out.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
Hell yeah. And then he's just like, I'm going to burn this shit down.
Hell yeah.
And then he does. He enters his car and has a vision of what I'm assuming is when they first met. She smiles, but then it turns into a cry. Now driving, imagining that he sees Mandy sitting in the passenger seat, smiling at him. It is revealed that Red is in a bizarre, bloody state of deformity in reality, obviously deformed by his revenge quest and the LSD and his hallucinating Mandy. As he drives off, it is revealed that the world is now in a bizarre inferno madness that is not our own. Credits are red, text on black screen is mute as there is no background music to be heard.
He's got to take her spirit out of the underworld.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's like, because when watching this movie, it's like, is the environment, like, where are they at this point? It's like the environments are becoming more wastelands, and it pans up, and it's like, oh, I guess we are just in a wasteland?
Like the 9th level of hell.
Yeah, it's like, this is where people go after they commit their revenge. They're just in a wasteland now.
Hell yeah.
They have no feeling.
Yes. Burning arrow.
Did not realize that there was a ghost face mask behind me. That kind of freaked me out when I turned to get my vape. But yeah, that is fucking Mandy, baby.
Oh man, it was fucking
the
wild.
Scene,
I loved it.
the wide shot of him in the driver's seat, just smiling with blood all over him in like this red lit car. Insane. They almost kind of look like dolls at that point because he's got like a crazy smile, and then it cuts to her and she's like not really moving. There's like just very slight movements until he moves his head. Something very eerie about it, and it definitely does not feel like a happy ending.
No, nothing is happy in this.
But like, I kind of think maybe there is a slight happy ending to it. And the fucking
he got his revenge.
Yeah, the fucking like fade into them at like a rock concert together.
Yeah,
at their first met, I was like, oh shit. It's like I was just like kind of like a wave of emotion came over me. I was like, damn. Just kind of, I don't know. There's something about being in a relationship, right? Where it's just like, it's kind of like harkens to the beginning of the movie where they kind of all look a little scared, like the whole time.
Yeah.
Like when they're just kind of walking around the woods, looking at each other through the fire, and they kind of have a look of worry on them. I'm like, well, it's kind of like the more you fall in love with someone, the more you're like worried like anything will happen to them. So
Oh,
it's just
damn.
kind of like, I don't know. It was just like a weird feeling to me. I was like, it kind of caught that emotion perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like, I don't know. That's just what I thought.
It's intense.
Yeah. So let's get to the point of the movie. Do you want to say what you think the point is first, or you want me to go? I know it's probably harder since, like, you don't have like a computer to like say everything you thought.
No, I guess the point of the movie is like some kind of maybe it's just like a retelling of some epic hero's journey of some sort.
It's like a anti-epic hero's journey.
Yeah. Something really like Dante's Inferno.
Yeah, it's like instead of like becoming a hero, you're like, you just became as low as the people you're killing, which is usually what like revenge movies kind of are.
Kind of like The Punisher, but darker.
Yeah. More chainsaws. More LSD.
Fucking axe.
So I was
with
like,
an axe.
I with an axe. And my axe. And my weeper.
And my bow.
And in my penis knife.
Yeah, how do we know that
Frodo's like,
you're not coming.
Also,
we're full.
A fun fact about this movie: so Elijah Wood loves horror movies. He produces a lot of indie horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
He helped actually get this movie made.
That's
he
cool.
convinced Nick Cage to actually take the role because at first,
just Nick Cage was just burying his face in a mountain of cocaine.
They wanted Nick Cage to be Jeremiah at the start.
Oh shit! Okay,
but he wanted to play Red. But I guess like the original script was, the cult was actually going to be an older cult, and like the couple was supposed to be younger. It's supposed to be like an age thing too in it, but they got rid of that obviously. And I guess at first they didn't agree with each other, so they're like, all right, Nick Cage isn't going to be in the movie, and Elijah Wood made them all meet again, and like they talked through it, and I guess because all the things that they were going through personally, like they found a way to, it's like, yeah, you can be Red, we can fix this.
Elijah Wood probably got them all to drop acid together.
Yeah.
They came up with this movie.
I still look like a child. So,
someone give me a ride to Mount Doom.
Yeah, please. I heard there's eagles. I don't know why I had to walk here.
Have you heard the quote from Tolkien about that question? He's like, I'll tell you what I tell everyone when they ask me that question. Shut up.
Shut up. It's just like
that fucking rules.
It's like I always just think like when it gets to that point, and I never read the books, but I've seen the movie. It's like in the movie, it's just like, or in the books, it's just like, man, I've been writing for years. Like eagles, I don't want to have to ride their journey back. Eagles get them.
People have been asking him this. They asked him this question since like he wrote the book.
I feel like it's not even that hard of a thing to really like. Now that I'm older, and I'm like, oh, why are there eagles all of a sudden? Like, well, yeah, they kind of killed evil.
Yeah.
So it's like the watching eye, they would just seen them on the eagles. I don't know. Right. But then it's like, well, if you just fly real fast, you just throw it in the thing. Anyways.
Shut up.
What I put for the point is like, I think Mandy represented a witch, pentagram on shirt, loves natures and animals, and drew herself and Red with animals, also hung and burned like one. Jeremiah was obviously a false prophet who used religion and heaven for his own narcissistic reasons. Red is more of like a Christ-like figure who is sent to make the cult pay for their actions. Or it's a movie about how easily our minds can be warped. The cult fell for Jeremiah's schemes. Red easily became a twisted man looking for revenge after he started drinking. He met with a chemist who seems insane, but at that point of the movie, it just seems like normal. Like our brains have already been manipulated into what to think and how we view the world that they're in. We're like, oh, this is the best guy in the movie, the chemist. And it's like, he's kind of the whole reason any of this is happening because of his drugs. Mandy is the only one who seemed like she had her head on her shoulders because of her defining moment to not kill the baby birds. She at a young age fought against what she was told to do and became who she was in the film. Also, I think there's a fine line between love and anger, and that the film uses it. It uses the light to show that, sometimes flashing harsh reds for anger and then shifting to pinks and purple for kind of love and like more like happier times. When we lose someone, when we lose someone, you might have the emotion of being sad and angry at the same time, which I also think is they used the lighting to do. Also,
they did a lot of lighting.
The ending, I believe, is on Jupiter, Mandy's favorite planet.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think, like, in his head, he's, like, on Jupiter with Mandy, and that's when it pans up. You kind of see, like, the 2 other planets.
And he's, like, the planet devouring
he's Galactus.
Monstrosity. Yeah, Galactus.
But, yeah, I was kind of, like, after, like, just sitting after the credits roll, I was like, what is this world? And I'm like, oh, I bet it's Jupiter. Mandy's favorite planet. It's all red.
And if you go the spiritual, if saying it's more spiritual, I guess, Mandy is kind of like a nature spirit, and he's like the spirit of wrath.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. She definitely had, like, pagan-esque vibes for her. But yeah, that's kind of what I thought. And let us know what you think the point is there at home or in your car or at work. So we're going to hit our next category. The good, the bad, the ugly, the fine. So we're discussing the good of the film, something we like, the bad, something we didn't like, the ugly, something that didn't age well, the fine, something that did age well. For the good, I put cinematography, obviously. Yeah. I love the music, trippy, unhinged feeling of the whole film.
Yeah, the unhinged.
All that was good.
Yeah, it was all very good.
And the directing, obviously.
Yeah. I really like the lighting. Well, everything you said was also good. But I thought they used lighting in a really special, like, cool way.
Yeah.
All the time.
And it's weirdly, because usually when people use lighting like that, it's very distracting. But for some reason, I don't know if it's the way they introduced the lighting that made it seem so natural, but
they did use it to make everything feel fucking unhinged and crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just like, I don't know. Because sometimes if you do lighting like that and it's like, well, this isn't really vibing with the movie. But this one, it's like, no, this vibes with the movie.
Yeah.
For the bad, I didn't have anything. I mean, the worst thing is, it's just like, is it real? Is it not? Type of situation. But
yeah, there wasn't really.
Which can be frustrating with drug related movies. It's like, what's real? What's not?
Yeah, I didn't think there was anything to say that was bad.
Yeah.
Just the horrible feeling I got when I saw the guy with the blade penis.
Yeah, it just immediately, well, I feel like shit. For the ugly, I put cults. They suck.
Yeah, Jesus freaks.
For the fine, I put cults. Love to watch movies and documentaries about them.
I do too. They're so fucking crazy.
It's just like, I don't love them, obviously, but like, I don't know. I love seeing how
just destructive and chaotic,
how manipulative, and how they work, right? And like seeing the similarities in other religions or even just like workplaces, right? Because I mean, a lot of workplaces use similar techniques,
and
wording, right? Like, yeah, it's like the reason things get so big is because they manipulated our brains thinking we need these things.
Yeah,
right. Like, I gotta go to Walmart. The only reason they're so big is because they're like, they advertise the hell out of you. And they're like, hey, we also have everything. Don't you love this place?
Yeah.
And we all keep going to it, even though we fucking hate Walmart. Everybody hates Walmart.
I hate it.
But yeah, like in our minds, we're like, we have to keep going. It's Walmart. They have everything. They'll never do us wrong. Also, I put Nick Cage. You can't count the man out.
No.
He rules.
He was really good in this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He didn't have a lot of lines.
Yeah. He's very expressive. It's a movie where it's like, oh yeah, he acts. He's a good actor.
But yeah, there was a lot of eyeball work.
Yeah.
As far as the acting went, which was pretty cool.
It's great whenever you can sometimes I feel like in movies you can really feel like when he like knows he's got a good script here, or he's like, I got something good here. It's like, I met Elijah Wood, so like, I think we got this here. So yeah, anything else to add I know I kind of cut off the
it's just
ugly and fine for you.
I think we had a lot of good points.
Cool. So we're gonna hit up our next category. It's it's called double features, where we recommend a movie to go alongside this movie. I'll go ahead and let you go since we already kind of spoiled it.
More blade penises, and it answers that question of what's in the box.
What's in the box?
7.
Yeah. What's in the box? I was actually gonna say we should do 7 next, but then
should do 7 at some point.
And then I was like, well, I mean, it's very similar movies, I feel like. So
yeah, we can wait a few.
We're picking a different David Fincher movie. I put a Nick Cage movie called Pig. It's where a truffle hunter who lives alone in Oregon wilderness must return to his past in Portland in search of his beloved foraging pig after she is kidnapped.
Aww.
Yep, that's
Sounds so sweet.
the movie is. You just, weird stuff happens in it.
That sounds awesome.
Weird stuff happens in
Can't wait.
It's a wild movie. It's very slow.
Yeah, dogs
Very
can also
slow.
be taught to hunt truffles.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It honestly makes more sense than pigs. Being
I know.
things that
Wouldn't you
find
think
them.
the pig would just eat it?
Yeah, right? They eat everything. Guess you probably have to really feed the pig before you go out truffle hunting. It's kind of interesting. It's a very interesting movie. I do recommend it.
Hell yeah, I can't wait.
It kind of rolls.
I want to watch it.
It's also an hour and 30 minutes.
Nice. Perfect.
Movies are fun when they're an hour and 30 minutes. But we will not have that benefit of our next movie.
No.
But it is one of my favorite movies ever made.
Nice.
I remember watching this when I was younger, in like 2009, being like, I feel bad now. Because this week we're doing Zodiac. It's one of those movies where you watch and you're like, I feel bad. But I just watched one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life.
Nice.
So it's one of those sensations where it's like, this is a weird feeling to have.
Yeah, hell yeah.
A ton of joy and a ton of real sadness in me. Also has one of the scariest scenes ever put on film.
Really?
Yes.
Awesome.
Happens broad daylight in the park too.
That's cool.
But
can't wait.
It terrifies me every time I watch it. Yeah.
I can't wait.
So David Fincher's Zodiac. It's on Paramount Plus for anyone wanting to know. And that's it. That's our discussion. So join us next week for Zodiac. And leave some likes, some subscribes. Use a chainsaw and smash that like button, baby. Do some LSD and make 50 billion accounts and follow us and review us and like us on all those accounts, baby.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
And let people know, hey, there's this small podcast out here with some guys that seem goofy enough to be enjoyable, hopefully. Yeah, so do all those things. I'd like to thank Joey Prosser for our intro and outro music. You can find him on X at Mr. Joey Prosser. This has been the We Recommend podcast. I'm Jesse.
I'm Jason.
You ripped my favorite podcast. Bye.